After the lowest rating in nearly 10 years, how did Triple H bounce back this week on SmackDown, the 25th of October 2024? He had to stick his nose out, he had to come up with some brand new ideas to get the viewers in. Did he deliver? You look at this show, new tag team champions, Usos reuniting, Randy Orton, Triple H promo in the ring. I think they tried, but you can try, but sometimes trying is for losers. You have to deliver. And this show, well, let's just get into it. Randy Orton kicks off the show. Now, apparently, Randy Orton actually arrived late to the show, to which actually prompted this segment. Triple H breaks kayfabe and says, I would have preferred to do this not out here, Randy, but since you can never show up to work on time, which we can talk about later, I guess we'll do this now. So, Randy Orton broke character because he started laughing. But to me, this is two guys, right? Who Triple H has been wrestling for over 30 years. Randy Orton, but 20 odd years, 25, whatever, right? They just broke kayfabe. Randy Orton's out here to demand a match with Kevin Owens. Triple H says, "Yeah, you were late, big man, but we'll talk about that later." And Randy Orton is pissing himself like Triple H has cut like the funniest promo of all time. I don't get this. Triple H is trying to get a word in. Randy Orton's not letting him, which then prompts Randy Orton to just keep on repeating, "You're protecting Kevin Owens. You're protecting Kevin Owens." And then Triple H is like, "God damn it, I'm protecting you, Randy." And it's like, is he really protecting Randy Orton? And he's like, "Here, you're just back for 18 months out. It wasn't because you popped your shoulder. It wasn't because you popped some pearls. It's because you had two steel rods rammed up your spine," or whatever he got them put into. And then essentially, Randy Orton cries, "So you're protecting me, Hunter? That's not gonna happen." And I tell you what, see when Triple H is cutting this promo, I don't know what's happened to Triple H. Is he had like 5 inches of feet took out of him? Is that the effects of banging me chin? I don't know, because Randy Orton looks about a foot taller than Triple H. Obviously, he's about what, 12 years younger than Triple H, 10, It does have its effects. I mean, you look at Kurt Angle, God knows what happened to him in terms of his height. Same, Shawn Michaels was never tall. And not that Kurt Angle was ever tall, but I feel like Kurt Angle has lost about half a foot at least. And Triple H, yeah, was never the height of Orton, right? But Randy Orton was making Triple H look like an absolute midget here. It looked utterly bizarre. Anyway, he says to him, "Right, I hope you know what you're asking for. You've got him. You've got Kevin Owens at Crown Jewel. Who cares about this match, though?" I mean, yeah, Randy Orton and Triple H kicking off the show. It seems decent, but they broke kayfabe. Randy Orton literally burst out laughing, and you've got him. "You're protecting Kevin Owens. You're protecting Kevin Owens." And like, even like the words in the promo, the context, like Triple H is like, "Oh, Kevin Owens has never trusted people like he trusted you and Cody." Is that really true though? Are we going to pretend that like the 97 times that he attacked Sami Zayn when they like reformed the tag team or the original split, that he didn't trust him? The tag team with not AJ Styles, Chris Jericho. Are we going to pretend that everything Kevin Owens been pally with someone, he's never trusted them? I don't know. It feels like we're trying to rewrite history there. Anyway, talking of rewriting history, this match needs Control Delete It. Carmelo Hayes against Andrade, number one contender. It ends in a no contest, folks. I'm tired, man. Can someone just end this? Can someone just win it, end this, and we move on? I actually do not get this. LA Knight then cuts a promo. The real winner of match 7, and you're all saying his name is LA Knight. Yeah. This guy's stock has died. Anything Carmelo Hayes had has died. Anything Andrade had died about 10 seconds into his entrance at the 2024 Royal Rumble when he came out number 4. And the only reason I can remember Andrade coming out at number 4 is because of how bad it was. He came out, "It's Andrade," and that was it. This feud needs to end. We all know it's going to result in a triple threat match, but it'll probably be I don't know when the Survivor Series is. I don't think they're going to do it next week unless they've announced it without my prior knowledge, but I just think what we're going to see is this triple threat match is going to be on the go home show to Crown Jewel or Survivor Series. Does it deserve to be on the pay-per-view? I mean, probably not, but if we're trying to protect IC titles and US titles, I think having them on the actual full these pay-per-views helps. But I'll tell you what, the IC feels way more important than the United States. I'll tell you that for free. Anyway, looks like Nia Jax is now going to team up with Candice LeRae instead of Tiffany Stratton because Candice LeRae says she's going to take care of the Naomi problem. And have you not noticed how Candice LeRae is out of nowhere beginning to get a lot of TV time and getting pushed? I wonder if it's got anything to do with that interview leaking about like 3 out of the 5 members of the Elite would take Candice LeRae in AEW. Could it do? Who knows? But I just think, I don't know, Triple H, I think he was on a mad one tonight. Well, actually, yeah. When I was speaking about triple threat match, it's announced at Crown Jewel. Oh, Nick Aldis. So yeah, LA Knight, Cabello Hayes, Andrade. What is it? The 3rd of November, I believe Crown Jewel is 3rd of November, which is next Saturday. It's today's Saturday. Brilliant. But they have Naomi against Candice LeRae. These are just people that can be released. Every single one of them. Like, why did we bring Naomi in for TNA? You know what I mean? Fucking absolute. It would be easy to say I think the only reason she's back because she's married to Jimmy Uso, but look at the amount of people that don't even have a decent spouse. You know, Candice LeRae got brought back, Gargano, and they're married to each other, and I couldn't tell you who's the bigger deal because they both fucking suck. Naomi wins. Bailey's out there. Phil Nelson picked up that victory. Brilliant, fantastic, isn't it? Cody Rhodes came out. Oh, he goes to do his woe. Gunther interrupts him and says, "So Cody, what do you want to talk?" I mean, at least it was Gunther saying it. So Cody, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to suck the nipples? Then they're like, "Oh, the invitation I gave you last week. Why do you want to leave Crown Jewel as champion?" How fucking boring. Oh, Gunther, why do you want to leave Crown Jewel as champion? We know why Gunther wants to leave. They don't care about the champ. Well, let's be honest, right? See this Crown Jewel Championship, no one cares about it. It's more, why does the Raw champion want to beat the SmackDown champion? No champion wants to lose. Even if you're the Brooklyn fucking Brawler, you don't want to lose a match. See Cody asking him, why do you want to leave as champion? Is it a rhetorical question, or to quote Ryback, is Cody Rhodes dumb as fuck? That I don't get this, man. I just, it's pathetic. As for the promo, he just talks about, here, at WrestleMania, you fulfilled your story. Your story's over. You made your daddy proud, sort of thing. And then Cody Rhodes, he tries to get a bit passionate. He's like, for a man educated and well dressed, that has to be the dumbest question that anyone's ever asked me in a wrestling ring. Really, Cody? Really? What about the dumb fucking question you just asked him about, oh, why do you want to leave Crown Jewel as champion? You know, they always break kayfabe. Why didn't Gunther hit him back with, well, look at the fucking state of the question you asked me? It's pathetic. It is, honestly. You know, what Gunther asked him, for me, made more sense than what Cody Rhodes asked him. Basically, Gunther's asking him about these people. You care about the people now that you finished your story, you know? And to me, at least that borderline's on the line is right. Is he a face? Is he a heel? But no. Cody Rhodes buries Gunther for his question, even though his question was... I mean, questions, what do you want to talk about? There should be an engrossing feud here that goes beyond questions. It should just be answers being dealt out, not fucking Q&As, man. It should just be A's. Then Ludwig Kaiser comes out and they brawl. Oh, and then Randy Orton makes the save. Whoa. Wah, wah, wah. We then got a video recap, the Bloodline laying out Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso. Plus, Jey Uso getting cost the IC Championship. I wonder who will be here tonight. Also, next week's SmackDown's taped, so I would say in a couple of hours we'll be talking about the results of next week's SmackDown. We'll have to see how that is going to go. We then get our third match of the evening. It's DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns. Motor City Machine Guns win. You look at this match, so it's 4 Diddy, man, right? I'm glad the Motor City Machine Guns won, but I might go into a bit of a rant later on about the Motor City Machine Guns. Well, I say later on, the Bloodline came out, and I'm like, why don't we have that tag team match right now? So what we're getting is the Bloodline against the Motor City Machine Guns. And it's actually a decent main event, because I feel like when they actually put a bit of effort in, they can do something decent in WWE. And yeah, how's Tammy Tonga and Tammy Lowe, or whatever their fucking names are, taking on the Motor City Machine Guns, which sounds like the most shitest match you could probably get on a TNA pay-per-view in 2024, any good? Tell you why it was good. You had Jey Uso interfering, you had Solo Sikoa interfering, you had Jacob Fatu interfering, you had Jimmy Uso interfering, you had Roman Reigns interfering. This is setting up the War Games match of Survivor Series, right? And the Motor City Machine Guns win this match, right? They beat the Gorillas of Destiny. I mean, Solo Sikoa came out, and it was funny because, I mean, the promo before the match, which we may as well get into, so he comes out, he's like, we want that match right now, here, right now, and then Solo grabs the mic, he's like, you guys want to make an impact right here, right now? He was mimicking the Motor City. I mean, honestly, I think Solo in the past couple of weeks has actually been semi-entertaining, because I think he's steered away from just solely being a Roman clone, which obviously, here, I don't mind Roman Reigns, right? But he is boring. People pretend because he moves his chin it's the greatest thing of all time. I think Solo Sikoa does have comedic values to him. I mean, Jacob Fatu and the other two, I don't know. But the Usos, Solo and Roman, they can do funny expressions and have comedic moments. The Usos can. So I thought this was decent. But the Motor City Machine Guns win. And what I said earlier about what I was going to rap, like, if the Motor City Machine Guns, right, after 2 weeks, a week in the company pretty much, because 2 shows, if they can win the tag titles off the Bloodline, and albeit it's a shitey version of the Bloodline, why couldn't Joe Hendry beat Ethan Page or Trick Williams for the NXT Championship? Joe Hendry, who is clearly more over than the Motor City Machine Guns. And I've no beef with the Motor City Machine Guns. Hell, I don't mind the Motor City Machine Guns. Once upon a time, I liked them. I'm not saying I hate them now, but I don't understand the booking. Is it simply because Joe Hendry was still a TNA guy and they just didn't want to completely pull the trigger? If it is that, I can understand that reasoning. As for this though, Jey Uso, he has the dividing blow here on the Bloodline. Fatu and Solo got the ramp brawling with Jimmy Uso and Roman Reigns. The Motor City Machine Guns connect with the Skull and Bones. 1, 2, 3. Good pop, decent match, interference, this was just a match between the Gorillas of Destiny and the Motor City Machine Guns. 2 things. 1, Motor City Machine Guns wouldn't won, and 2, the match would have just fucking sucked. See the fact you actually incorporate it, the Bloodline feud in the War Games match, Warfare, into this main event. It added so much to it. But they pick up the victory. After the match, Jey Uso gets confronted by Jimmy. They hug. We then pan to the entranceway, and Roman Reigns looks on as the show goes off the air. It looks like the Bloodline have reunited, and we'll find out more in the SmackDown spoilers, which is a shame because I think the Bloodline reuniting with Roman at the helm and the Usos in his corner, I don't think it should be a taped show. They definitely could have written it in a better way where it didn't fall on the taped show before Crown Jewel. But saying that, the Crown Jewel shows are normally awful. The SmackDown shows prior to like a Saudi show, so hell, taping it in America might not be the worst idea. Anyway, that is it for this SmackDown. I thought the main event was good. You kicked off with Triple H Orton promo, which, by default it should be alright, it should be decent, but I thought they dropped the ball. I thought it was just fucking weird. The Gunther Cody Rhodes promo, it's the best work that those two have done together so far, but I'm not going to pretend it's any good. As for everything else, not really doing much. Motor City Machine Guns had 2 matches. They won the tag belts. A very good night for them, which, I mean, them defeating the Bloodline 2 weeks ago would have been fucking unthinkable. But they're doing it, and they're sharing the main event scene with Roman Reigns. How's that happened? Does someone enlighten me? Anyway, I'll give SmackDown a 4. I actually thought it was alright. Definitely the best SmackDown in a while. But Cody Rhodes sucks, makes no mistake about it. Him and Gunther both suck. Everyone just cares about the bloodline. Cody Rhodes feels like a two-bit player here. Feels like a jobber. No surprise though, because he is a jobber. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. 4 out of 10. Peace.